Hello everyone and now welcome to a match between Romantic Human, also known as ToD, going up against FpXy. I really don't know the names of these players here. Cool number, oh thank you for the kind words. Cool number 2, the sponsor of the Cool Cups. Thank you for tuning in as we are going to be going in and diving into this 1v1 match taken from the BattleNet servers. FpX is a Serbian player. All right, so Serbian player going up against ToD, Bolt the Kodo. All right, thank you for all of that information. Normally, I've seen Romantic actually, or ToD, go for an Alchemist on Terranistan, a very fast hero style, gets very high level, almost like level 4, level 5, well before the 15-minute mark, and then able to put on a lot of pressure. We're not going to be seeing this in this matchup, though, as we're looking at, well, the Serbian player FpX spawning over here on the top left-hand side of the map, opening up. There's the Moonwell. There is that Ancient of War, and we'll see what the heroes of choices will be. First thing you'll notice, though, however, there is no altar. No altar often means, well, it is going to be a tavern hero based on the timing that was placed down at the 1 minute 15-second mark for all of you guys who like to study replays. And what that allows you to do is it allows you to head over to the tavern at the 2 minute 15-second mark when heroes are available. That is the reason why you delay that altar, because you're not able to train, well, you instantly train up that unit. Meanwhile, let's see what's going to be happening coming in from ToD here. ToD is going to be picking up a Mountain King in just a moment. And, well, he's going to be perhaps trying to Militia or Lightning Shield clear up this creep camp. It's a little bit dangerous, as, well, that Lightning Shield can end up doing a lot of damage to your swarm of Militia if that is how you choose to clear things up. All right, things are already getting well underway. Mountain King now making its way out. There are those Militia, and in order to, well, force or trick the Renegade Wizard into casting, you want to kind of surround your unit with that type right there. All right, gonna go ahead and try to go for a quick surround on that Renegade Wizard that ends up giving Frost Armor. Frost Armor really slowing how you clear out this particular creep camp. Let's take a look right there. Mountain King picks up a Scroll of the Beast. It's not the item that he's looking for. Meanwhile, we're looking at a Pit Lord first. All right, Pit Lord first coming in from a Night Elf player. He did end up getting Cleave. So, yeah, Cleave gonna come across and just absolutely tear things apart here as the Apprentice Wizards are gonna get taken down. GSTL, yes, I've still been casting, if you're talking about me. I don't know where you've been for the past 7 years, but yeah, I've still been casting for a very long time. Thank you for coming back in and joining in on this channel. Mantle of Intelligence, Cloak of Shadows have been dropped. Meanwhile, let's take a look back across here. Pit Lord using or doing a good job just trying to swipe apart everything. Again, that Archer gonna position itself in a way to, well, deal damage to these units off over here. That's pretty much what's going on. In comes the Pit Lord just trying to maximize that damage, take down that Renegade Wizard. The Archer could have shifted down. It looks as though that Renegade Wizard will get taken down, and there you go. All right, Pit Lord picks up Potion of Greater Mana, Slippers of Agility. Pit Lord first is a rather unusual choice for Night Elf. Oftentimes, if you do see a Pit Lord first, it makes a little bit more sense because of the Undead and the ability to heal. That Pit Lord really likes to dive on in this situation. So we're really going to see whether or not that Pit Lord is able to deal a lot of damage. And this is almost a question of ToD, how much he invests into footmen. If he invests and has way too many footmen early on, which he might, just because a mass tier 1 is normally footmen, especially if you're going for a fast expansion, well, that Pit Lord with Ring of Regeneration, with Claws of Attack, with Howl of Terror, is going to be able to really just trade damage efficiently against the human. It may come down to a lot of, well, Scrolls of Regeneration, though, and we will have to keep a very close eye and lookout on that. All right, Pit Lord now diving along its way in. Are we going to see a Howl of Terror? Yes, we are. Howl of Terror right there. Mountain King going to go ahead and throw down a clap. And, well, so much damage done. Forest Troll Shadow Priest quickly taken out. There's another Howl of Terror right there. Stormbolt onto the Forest Troll Berserker. And that Forest Troll Berserker taking so much damage. There it goes as well. With all of that said and done, though, was enough damage? Is that Pit Lord actually starting to swipe across and deal enough of that necessary damage too? That is the situation here. Footman down to dead as we see this one low hit point Footman trying to escape away. Is the Archer going to be able to get the shot off? It does not look like it, as we now see the Mountain King sell some items and now back away. Archer trying to get the necessary damage. What's going on here? The Archer is actually shadow melding so close as the Pit Lord running around in a circle. More units going to get added in. That Footman once again on the move. Archer decided not to take it down as we're taking a look at the Mountain King putting pressure on this Tree of Life. All right, aggroing those creeps from all the way across town. And wow, that Pit Lord almost swiped and re-aggroed them again. But I guess maximum distance was realized. Footman, Mountain King with Boots of Speed. Pit Lord also with Boots of Speed, running around very quickly. Mountain King doesn't have that much mana. What is he really hoping to do here? As the Pit Lord now chasing again. In a one-on-one battle, though, that is not a particularly good, engagement, as the Panda going to come across from the south here and perhaps get a Breath of Fire across multiple units. There it goes. Loses a lot of precious mana. And while trying to deal damage here, a lot of mana lost, though. That is going to be a really, really big setback as we're looking at the, Pit Lord now off to the north. Pit Lord does have a potion of greater mana. That is incredibly important. Ancient of War is right there. Let's take a look at this. Howl of Terror swiping down some units and now going after more units again. That Mountain King going to end up taking down this one Ancient of War, but who's going to end up taking more damage and more losses as the Panda is going to be able to get in front of this one Forest Troll Berserker and take him down. All right, let's take a look at this. Down to 17 hit points. One more shot. Breath of Fire finishes it off there as there is still a Forest Troll Shadow Priest. Panda could just turn around and finish off the unit. Not quite sure why it doesn't do that, as the Pit Lord now going to go ahead and engage there. Accidentally gets purged. All right, doing a little bit of a chase. Panda now makes its way back off to the north. Going to go ahead 1-on-2 against a Mountain King and Footman. Pit Lord now shows up to the charge, or a party charging on in with those Boots of Speed. As we're looking at a Tree of Life, now looking to try and, entangle this gold mine here. Mountain King still has plenty of mana. There's a detonation on the Mountain King. And the Mountain King says, there's no real reason for me to stick around any longer. Archer gets almost taken down to 4 hit points as it is now backing off again. Panda doing a little bit of body blocking perhaps to try and get the Mountain King and Footman back. Thank you for tuning in, Green Light Ring, almost said Green Lightning, as the Footman here is going to get taken down. There it goes. Now it's going to be an Archer up against a Mountain King. Mountain King, still sticking around in that battle. Meanwhile, Howl of Terror coming across. So many units getting hired up from the mercenary camp. And this is, a big advantage when you have the Expo up. Rifleman also joining in on the fight. And it really seems like every single unit under the sun is currently getting trained, as we're taking a look at a Mud Golem. Casting slow, trying to slow things up again. All right, Mountain King, I'm trying to chase after that Mud Golem. Mountain Golem, there's a Howl of Terror. Drastic damage reduction. Breath of Fire turning back around. Howl of Terror from the Pit Lord could perhaps do some more swiping, and Swiper is swiping across all of these units here, dealing so much damage. Slow poison finishing off units as well, and the Pit Lord may get to level 4 extremely easily. What is ToD doing, losing so much in these battles? There goes an Archer at this point, but the Archer is probably the weakest link right now, as the Pit Lord gets to level 4. Panda is at 2. Mountain King is, Pit Lord is at 3. Mountain King is at 3. Panda just levels up, and let's take a look. Mountain King may get taken down here. Are we going to see a slow poison shot? No, not onto the Mountain King, as he's able to back away. After all is said and done, we are now finally in this mid-game, a rather unusual path to this mid-game point. Mountain King and Rifleman after a fast expansion. Scout towers are currently going down. Taking a look at the supply, 43 over 60. I would assume that the Night Elf, I just gotta go over and check, 40 over 50 right there. All right, Howl of Terror greatly reducing the amount of damage being done, as we're looking at the Night Elf army also adding in bears. The amount of tech currently available to the Night Elf army, and the fact that we're already getting bears, already at Tree of Eternity, and getting mastery training, means that bears are just going to really be powerful in this upcoming fight. However, Mountain King with Thunderclap and then followed up with the focus fire of Rifleman always, always very, very deadly. If that Mountain King can get healed up a bit more, it looks like Arcane Sanctums are now being added. I'm seeing just Tavern Heroes on the red team. Why? That's probably a little bit of a design choice. Normally, Night Elf players, because Tavern Heroes are so mana intensive, it makes sense to get Tavern Heroes. And it's kind of almost the opposite for human players to not go Tavern Heroes, as we are now looking at the Blood Mage following up. Perhaps someone will be able to play with the meta a little bit more, go Tavern Hero 1 and then Blood Mage 2. But with the Mountain King being such a powerful hero as well, I can't imagine a better mana battery strategy than the Mountain King as the first hero in, well, the current meta. Pit Lord gonna go ahead and pick up, gets Devotion Aura as well. Panda getting very close to level 3 here, as we're gonna see a Tome of Knowledge getting picked up. Thank you, Jamie Wilson, for the follow. If that is your real name, well, you are very brave to release that on the internet. Mountain King currently back out here. Let's see what items will get picked up. Blood Mage currently sitting at 1.5, has a replenishment potion, and well, the Blood Mage is going to be a very good counter to the Panda, as the Panda and the Pit Lord are both melee type heroes. They're often in the front line, meaning they are easy targets for Siphon Mana. The Blood Mage can still be in that back line area while the front line and still hold a good position here while that Mountain King tries to hold that front line spot. Here we go, Rifleman. Are we going to see a large amount of there's that Thunderclap that we were expecting, trying to get a little bit more. There's a Siphon Mana away. Blood Mage could be in trouble. You can take a look at this. A lot of diving damage here. Mountain King going to go ahead and get in position. There is another Thunderclap again. More Siphon Mana. Stormbolt onto the Panda. Breath of Fire coming across. Scroll of Healing. And well, the Howl of Terror really dropping a lot of damage down. -9 damage. That is a huge, huge drop in damage, as we see the Pit Lord now try and get away. Breath of Fire trying to finish off more Riflemen. Takes down a Rifleman and a Forest Troll Berserker before there is the escape. Heading back off to the north here, Mountain King looks like he is going to be diving in. Oh, Siphon Mana as much as possible. And the Blood Mage should save a little bit of mana for that Renegade Wizard. You're going to see him wait until he gets up to 25. Engage off of that Renegade Wizard right there. And that's exactly what the Blood Mage is for. Blood Mage, well, trying to siphon mana completely away. The Rifleman should have perhaps focused down the remaining units to let that Blood Mage get a little bit more mana. But, well, the creep camp is already cleared. Back off to the north. What is that? Brutalis? Brutalis. And what? Sinjo Honeybrew with Mountain Giants now. Alright, so a very, very large, massive melee army coming in from the Night Elf. Meanwhile, we see rifle casters and mercenaries coming in from ToD. Still very strange. We are looking at 2-0 upgrades on those Riflemen. Mountain King looking to back away, waiting for that, well, that Renegade Wizard to show up to the party. Are we going to get a Siphon Mana? No, he's auto-attacking. Definitely not what I expected there, as Priest should be joining up on the fight and, well, healing up all of these units. More Lightning Shield coming across. Those Riflemen need to really separate. Hopefully they are not close enough to each other. No, that is the case. Mountain Giants have armor upgrades, Devotion Aura plus armor upgrades on the Bears. And, well, Thunderclap and Rifleman, very good combination. And the Mountain King going to go ahead and slow things up here. Oh, Drunken Haze on top of Howl of Terror. How do you like that? Even if you are shooting straight and able to hit your target, you're doing significantly less damage, as these Riflemen just getting taken down. Mountain King not liking what he sees here. Bears going to go ahead and try and dive on in. Panda could have perhaps gotten another Breath of Fire, but was unable to do that. These Bears here, perhaps they should go back into, well, nope, no need for rejuvenation when you have a Healing Ward. Healing Ward currently, well, working its magic there. Ogre Mauler now heading back off. Heading and gonna go ahead and rejoin up. Mountain King is sitting comfortably at level 5. Blood Mage sitting at 2. We do not see an upgrade to tier 3, so it is not gonna be a Paladin 3rd. All right, Claws of Attack plus 6 left behind. Wow, interesting choice, as we see a big Thunderclap right there. All of those riflemen could have gotten off additional shots without a problem. Meanwhile, let's take a look. Panda, is it going to pick up that item? Yes, it will. Siphon Mana and the Pit Lord at level 5. Howl of Terror doesn't really do all that much. Mountain Giants trying to taunt, but, well, no one within range to really affect anything. All right, more damage coming across through Stormbolt onto the Panda. Panda momentarily unable to do very much. Mountain King, well, one, a mana stealing, I believe. Mountain King, what's going to happen here? We have another Thunderclap possibility, and the Pit Lord is currently slowed, unable to lead the charge. However, the Breath of Fire now comes across here. That is a lot of low hit point units. Does the Panda? Yes, Panda does have a potion of mana, simply just waiting for the timing there as the Panda uses it. And then, while still chasing after all of these units. There goes another Breath of Fire, but so much slow-moving units causing definite problems as the Pit Lord wants to get in position here. All right, ToD gonna force a fight, perhaps with in range of the towers. More Siphon Mana here. Oh, we're getting some units caught in transit. There is a taunt as the Bears now try to chase on in. Mountain Kings surrounded by units, but a big Thunderclap right there, causing major problems. Are we going to see a Staff of Preservation? Perhaps Mountain King in the position here again. Healing Ward very far back, healing some of those, well, yes, healing some of those units again. Another Thunderclap again. Mountain King able to do a lot of damage with potions of mana next to that arcane vault. More fighting getting underway. Mountain Giants absolutely getting torn up. 52 supply as the Mountain Giants are starting to tear apart some of those low hit point riflemen. Thank you for the follow. Mountain King, is it going to get away? Yes, it does. Boots of Speed allows him to get away. Meanwhile, there is still more taunting as the units are trying to head back once again. All right, lower or riflemen still trying to do a little bit of target practice. More damage coming across here. We're going to look at a Mountain King running laps away from that Pit Lord. The Pit Lord is just charging on with that giant double-edged battle weapon. Is it going to end up working as a Mountain Giant, unable to get in front of that Mountain King again? Back down across over here. Let's take a look. There is a little bit more taunting. Panda, well, is in position. It is going to end up taking a lot of damage again. Perhaps, no, unit's going to be pulling back away. Mountain King still running laps as this Mountain King makes its way back down. How long? This game has been 17 minutes and 22 seconds. There is a taunt. Mountain King getting body blocked. There's another taunt again. Is it going to be able to get away? Let the Mountain King attack, and it gets its man. Pit Lord now up to level 6. And that Pit Lord gets the target. Pit Lord at level 6 as a scroll of, well, Town Portal back across over here. Going to be able to surround some of these units. Perhaps get a bear or two. Nope, just going to be one bear in that exchange. All right, back at home. Bear should really be in that druid form to be able to get some more rejuvenations. Where did the Panda go? Does the Panda still have... No, there's the Pit Lord. There's the Panda. Does not have any more healing wards. You're going to just wait for mana on those Druids of the Claw now, as the time is going to be coming. The downside to these Mountain Giants, though, is even though they have a large amount of hit points, it takes quite a bit of rejuvenations to get them back up to full. They are very, very low here. Let's take a look. Romantic is at 64 compared to 83s. Upside down on supply right now and in high upkeep. That is very dangerous. Thank you for the follow, Full Color, as the units are now making their way back down. Pit Lord is at 6. Panda just shy of 5. Mountain King still getting resurrected the old-fashioned way, and it is halfway done. Siphon Mana, the Blood Mage, is saying, you know what, things are looking good. What is going on here? Oh, that is the Doom. Doom Guard is going to be coming in, mounting, or the Rifleman purposely saying, I don't want to take any of my friends down, but the Doom Guard is now in play. Let's take a look what's going to be happening as we see, well, all of these units just fighting off on a different side here. The Doom Guard pretty much standing around going, why was I summoned? Where am I? I should be joining in on the fight, but still, well, not keeping track of that right there. All right, Blood Mage, Siphon Mana, trying to take away so much mana once again. You see Militia trying to join in on the fight here, but Bears and Panda more than enough to keep those units at bay. Doomguard still out of position. What is going on? Perhaps he is not watching the minimap or doesn't realize how powerful that Doomguard could be. All right, that's a little bit of a problem. The Doomguard is going to, well, perhaps it was a trap. It does have Stomp. Is it going to go ahead? There it goes. I don't, if this was actually on purpose, deliberate, putting the Doom Guard in a location where all of a sudden escape is not as likely. That was beautifully, well, no, I can't imagine that there was that level of genius there. All right, Pit Lord now making its way back over, gonna start swiping away all of those units. Mountain Giants should be able to easily finish off that creep camp here. Main gold mines, only about a minute of mining left, as there goes another rifleman. Pit Lord, well, teleporting units back home as we now see the Chimera tech swap. And, well, Chimeras, with that damage, able to do so much to buildings right now. As we're taking a look at the Doom Guard making its way, perhaps the Doom Guard could swing back over. It does have chaos damage. There goes a Stormbolt. Are we going to see a... Oh, there's a thunderclap right there, slowing down the Doom Guard. The Doom Guard wanted to stomp, unable to do so, followed by, well, I believe that's a cripple. Mountain King now having some dangerous problems as Flame Strike almost taking down multiple peasants. Panda shows up to the party, Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire. Units are just going to be melting over time right now, and ToD is in serious trouble. All right, let's take a look at this. More damage getting underway. Flame Strike coming down. Mass Rejuvenation. So many Druids of the Claw in Druid form, and normally that is dangerous when there's a high-level Mountain King nearby, but right now the Mountain King is the one in trouble. Panda gonna go ahead and siphon mana into that Mountain King, but too little, too late. Romantic leaves the game. No GG as well. Pit Lord followed by by Panda takes the game here. Both heroes getting into the ultimate ability. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed this game here. It looks like, well, the Night Elf player just enjoying his victory by attacking some remaining buildings. How did that Mountain King die again? The Mountain King was trapped by, what, like Mountain Giants, Pit Lord, and unfortunately unable to, even with multiple Thunderclaps, unable to do very much. Cripple perhaps was cast on him. Doom Guard. That Doom Guard actually did so much damage. The Cripple, the Stomp, the Rain of Fire. It's like having a secondary hero currently out onto the field that is able to do so much. I like how Night Elf is not leaving and just enjoying wrecking all the buildings. Yeah, sometimes it feels like after you get a win like this, you just gotta finish it all off and take down all those buildings. For everyone on YouTube, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it. For everyone on Facebook and Twitch, hope you guys stick around for another game.